Hey everyone, my name's Jared and you're watching Effective on Amazon, where we give you actionable tips you can put into practice today to increase your sales and revenue. One of the worst feelings as a seller on Amazon is when you see a negative product review and your star rating goes down by half a star. This instantly makes your product look worse compared to the competition and will affect your conversion rate. Earlier this year here at Effective Spend, we surveyed over 1,000 Amazon shoppers on what influences their purchasing decisions. The results show that shoppers are 46% less likely to buy your product if it has a 3.5 star rating compared to a 4-star rating. So even that half-star drop could cut your sales in half. This is why dealing with any negative reviews is pivotal for maintaining your revenue. By the way, if you want to read our full survey with all kinds of insights on Amazon shoppers, we'll link you to the survey below. Today I'm going to teach you our 4-step checklist we follow to deal with our clients' negative product reviews. Those are: get Amazon to remove the review, contact the customer directly when possible, respond in line with the comments, and update product information. Before we get started, if you want to be my bestie, hit that subscribe button so you can get all of our latest videos every time we post. To monitor reviews, we use Selix, which alerts us about new reviews on products, so we can address any negative reviews as fast as possible. I recommend focusing on your 1, 2, and 3-star reviews, since they will drag down our average below the 4-star threshold, like we talked about before. When you see any negative review, your first step is to look and see if it's eligible to be removed by Amazon. Amazon can remove any reviews that do not follow the product review guidelines. And the most common reason reviews will get removed is if the review is about an incorrect product or is based upon factors other than the product itself. Some reviewers get confused and end up leaving reviews about the seller, shipping, or packaging, which are not allowed on product reviews. Less commonly, you can get reviews removed for disrespectful content, racism, profanity, self-promotion, and the list goes on and on. And I've linked the review community guidelines below so you can get familiar with all of the details. Read this policy, please. Recite it every day like the Pledge of Allegiance. There are a lot of nuggets in there that can help you make a case to get a review removed. Here's an example. One of our clients that sells personal hygiene products had this review pop up on their Amazon account. As you can see, the customer was upset about the packaging. There is a sentence in Amazon's product review guidelines which states that the review should be about the product and not about the packaging. What we would do in this case is click on the report abuse link below that review and then click on report. Now, we've seen before where you can enter a reason for reporting the review, but most recently, it seems that Amazon has moved to just a voting system where you can report the abuse and then it's up to Amazon to figure out why it's a problem. So, what we also recommend is emailing Amazon directly to report the review and make your case as to why it goes against their policy. You'll want to send an email to community-help@amazon.com. We recommend identifying yourself as the seller and cite the exact language from their policy that the review is violating. If you believe a review is eligible for removal, you need to act on it as soon as possible. In our example, the review already had 2 people voted as helpful. Our speculation is that Amazon takes these helpful votes into consideration. So they may leave up a review that's against their policy if a lot of customers have already voted it as helpful. If the review is not eligible for removal, move to step 2 and attempt to contact the customer directly. This step is a long shot since Amazon does not tie the review to an order ID and we don't have a surefire way of finding the customer's email address, but should still be something you attempt. If you can get in contact with the customer directly, you can discuss a refund or a replacement in a secure setting. The only way to do this at this moment is if someone's review name is the exact same as the information on the order ID, so you can contact them directly through the message center. If they have a name like Amazon customer, you will not be able to tie the review back to an order, unless their name is first name Amazon, last name customer, but very unlikely. So cross your fingers you're able to get in touch with them, but if not, move on to the third and honestly the most important step. Almost 100% of the time, I recommend responding to the review directly on the review page. Our survey results showed that 89% of Amazon purchasers will read the reviews before making a purchase. Responding to reviews allows you to address the customer concern in a public format that the majority of buyers will consider when purchasing. That being said, you always want to be as respectful and polite as possible, since this will be visible to anyone on Amazon. I want to give you an example of when we responded to a negative review, which was then removed by the customer. A customer left a 1-star review complaining about the poor written instructions that came with the product. We responded with, "Hi, person's name. I apologize for the difficulty you had with the product instructions. I understand how frustrating this must have been. Our support team is available to answer any questions you have while you're setting up your product. I've contacted support on your behalf, and they will be reaching out to you as soon as possible with additional instructions and documentation. You can also reach out to support by going through your My Order section within Amazon. Thank you so much for bringing this to our attention." After receiving our response, the customer solved the issue and removed the review. 3 takeaways when responding to customer reviews. Empathize with customers, make the response tailored to their needs, and remind them where they can contact you. Remember that we're not only doing this for the customer that left the review, but for other customers that may have had the same issue and are considering leaving their own negative review. Oftentimes, customers will go ahead and read through other people's reviews looking to solve their issue or validate their issue before leaving their own review. Last but an extremely important step is to update the product information based on reviews. We want to use any negative reviews as feedback to improve the product page and prevent any additional negative reviews based on misinformation. For example, on Sandoval boxing gloves product page, someone commented, "They wear on the knuckles pretty badly, and I've pretty much stopped using them." Not a good review, right? The Sandoval team responded, "Thank you for the review. Are you using hand wraps under the gloves? Hand wraps protect your knuckles from rubbing," which is a great response, explaining how to prevent the problem with the gloves. But if I were managing this page, I would add a new bullet point that addresses this concern directly. It would say, "For best comfort and support, always use gloves with hand wraps." This is a small adjustment that can help customers improve their experience with the product and prevent any negative reviews of the same nature. Thanks for watching. If you have a specific question about responding to your negative reviews, leave them in the comments below. I respond to all the comments and will help out as much as I can. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Click on that little bell to get alerts for all of our latest content. And until next time, see ya!